Deep into the season now. For teams who will miss the playoffs, where are their heads at, you think?
Well, B.A., first of all, it's a chance for some of the others to show out. Their focus should be on finishing strong, and realistically, you start planning for the offseason. But there are still games left to play.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Exum. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time not on target. Jokic with it. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Bogdanovic passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Back to Giddey. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. And they're on the run. And it's Jokic, that time on the assist by Bogdanovic.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Mills. Ingles from outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Back to Bogdanovic. Jokic with it. Landale's there. Bogdanovic finds Jokic. Clock is at 3. Back to Bogdanovic. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Ingles passes to Mills. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Pass to Jokic. Outside Bogdanovic. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3.
And this is why Bogdanovic is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Green's checked in for Ingles. The best thieves in the league. The steals leaders over the last month. Nikola Jokic, 3rd.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
Giddey against Bogdanovic. Landale with a screen from deep. Giddey. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
Pass to Jokic. Outside Bogdanovic. Fires for 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Bogdanovic has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Bogdanovic has got 8 points. Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Back to Mills. Outside Giddey. Fires it. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Over to the left wing. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Bogdanovic passes to Jokic. Got a piece of it. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Up 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Topic in at the 2-guard. Here's Simmons, buries it from about 10 feet away. And that'll tie this game up.
They do not need Simmons to be a three-point shooter. If he can hit the mid-range, Jay, that opens up a lot by itself.
Pass to Topic to the left side wing. Here's Jokic. On Friday, then on Sunday.
Substitution for the away team. Number 9.
Here's Simmons. To the middle. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Pass to Jokic. Over Green. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
I have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's the home team now. Pass to Simmons. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Simmons, the pass to Daniels. Down low. And it's Green missing.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Here's Teodosic. Green covering. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Green. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Simmons. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Shooting 1 shot.
Free throw good, Simmons. Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Over to the wing. Back to Bogdanovic. Fires in the triple. Bogdanovic has got 11.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
To the inside, Landale. Can't get it to fall.
Well, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Throw it down, Nikola.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Ingles, he's checked in for Simmons. The free throw drops for Jokic. There's 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Giddey passes to Ingles, out to the wing. Exum outside, fires the 3, on target from range. Exum's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Jovic, he's checked in for Jokic.
Shooting for the away team. Number 27. At the line forward.
And that one misses. Gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Outside, Ingles. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Picking up the second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Simmons is checked in for Landale. Shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Bogdanovich on the wing. Giddey defends. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bogdanovich. And the layup is good. Bogdanovich has got 13.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
From deep, here's Simmons. Fires in the triple. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Some heated conference races going on right now.
Ernie, you're always heated about something.
I don't get heated, Shaq. I go with the flow, man.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Josh Giddey. Joe Ingles is out there with Dante Exum. Then there's Patrick Mills, and it's Landale in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
This is exactly what an MVP candidate looks like. Jokic can carry the team, yet totally unselfish.
Outside Giddey. Landale with a screen. Bogdanovich against Giddey. Here's Exum. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Exum's got his second bucket of the night. Exum's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Pass to Jokic. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The layup misses. Exum outside. This one for 3. Drills it from deep. Exum's got 5 points now this quarter.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You take a look at the home team. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference. Pass to Jokic. Shoots from the baseline. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Jokic has got 11 points.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The 2K leaderboard lights up with the league's top scoring teams.
Stacking up big point totals is something both of these teams do with ease. There'll be an interesting matchup with all of that offensive talent on the floor.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Outside Mills. Back to Giddey. Pass to Landale. Clock at 6. Here's Mills. It's good from the top of the key.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Now here's Bogdanovich. 1:56 left in the third, and he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Giddey passes to Mills. Exum left side. Misses from short range.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game. Mills, the pass to Exum. Back to Mills. Exum outside. And he drops that one in. Exum's got 7 now in this quarter. Got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Jokic with a screen on Mills. The 3 knocks down the long J.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. From downtown, Jokic grabs the board. Gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Bogdanovich has got 19 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Leading by 10. And time to step away quick. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
With 3 quarters. Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Here's Jokic. Jokic playing big man basketball.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Daniels. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Guterich out to the right wing. Inside. Jokic in the post. Checked by Baines. And it's rejected.
Yeah, that was great job on defense from Daniels. He knows how to distract shooters.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle, and despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Jokic. Off the window. It's good.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Outside Giddey. Fires the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
And they pick up 2.
And Giddey continues to work on improving his offensive game, including his mid-range jumper.
A minute 53 left in the final quarter. Here's Jokic, and it's Giddey with a rebound. Gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Ingles finds Giddey. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Ingles. Giddey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Here's the teardrop. Blocked. Outside Mills. It's Giddey on the wing. The rebound by Bogdanovic. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Jokic. From outside the arc. Knocks down the triple.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Oh, showing off his moves. Giddey can be pretty sly with the ball.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Bogdanovic. Sends it home from three-point land.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys
Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and these teams are very much works in progress.
Now the starting group for the visitors. De Silva, no good. Murray left side. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Pass to De Silva. Wagner with it. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Rebound by Olynyk. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And here's Olynyk from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, you see Olynyk just ready to attack off the pass. Nice catch and shoot.
Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Olynyk can't hit. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first quarter. Buries it down low. And this game is tied up now.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Now, here's Lyons. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries the spin move. Can't convert off the spin.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Teams changing it up here. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. You look at Wagner, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Murray against Washington. And there's Murray on the assist by Brooks.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
Wagner a screen on Brooks. And the 3-ball is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Washington passes to Hartenstein. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. That shot missing. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Murray scanning the floor. Clark a screen on Washington.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Leading by... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Hartenstein, and it's Washington in at the 1. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Over to the wing. Clark finds Alexander Walker. Unloads from 13. And he hits the jump shot. Alexander Walker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Pass to De Silva. Back to Washington. Hartenstein with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his first points in this one.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Alexander Walker passes to Brooks. Here's Alexander Walker. To the middle. And it's Clark with the jam.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Olynyk. Olynyk sets a screen for Barrett. Bangs home the trifecta. Barrett's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here is Washington. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Pass to Wagner. Over to the left wing. Schroeder against Barrett. 5 to shoot. Yep, it counts. Wagner's got 5.
That's about trusting your instincts, knowing when the shot he wants to take is there and taking it in the catch and shoot. Mr. Wagner.
Now here's Murray. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Here's De Silva. Still without a basket. There's Wagner with the 3. It's hauled in by Lyle. Gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Wagner against Barrett. Lyles a screen on Wagner. Outside Barrett. Pass to Lyles. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's a screen. Here's Schroeder. And the 3 off target. Murray, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, that goes in. He has 7.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scorers go by.
Olé! Taking a peek now. Thank you for being with us. Now,
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Murray out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Trey Lyons. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And here's Wagner after R.J. Barrett hitting the 3. The shot, no good. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
Now here's Schroeder, scoreless thus far. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to De Silva. Here's Wagner. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Wagner's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
My goodness, that's a nice-looking mid-range opportunity from Franz Wagner. Such a good feel for when to rise and fire.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Wide open look here for Murray, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game.
Timeout.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks ordered by just a third of the NBA's teams, you may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
1:52 left to play here in the third. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Dort, he's checked in for Lyons. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to De Silva. The tray. De Silva. No good. Gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Here's Barrett. Here he goes. Off with the layup. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And checking out some numbers for Barrett. A very nice season for him last year. He's averaged 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Now here's Murray. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And then Clark slams it in.
And so creative with the ball in his hand. Murray draws the defense in and then makes a terrific pass.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Hartenstein inside. He's against Clark. 18 feet out. And good that time. Hartenstein's got his second bucket. Gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Murray kicks to Brooks. Pass to Murray. And he converts the layup. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder.
He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
OMG. That's how you silence a crowd.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Moving impressively throughout at 62%. Hartenstein in the high post. Wagner outside. Here's Tiemann. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
Here's Tiemann. Offline with his 3. An almost unfair 78% from the field. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for this season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
And every year it seems Wagner gains more confidence, and it's starting to show on shots like that.
Lyles a screen on Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And he nails the jumper.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Murray outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 for 9 now with that miss. Now shooting 78% from the floor. And Wagner has it in the corner. To the paint. Schroeder looking around. At 3 off the mark. Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Top of the key, Lyles. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Lyles. He's covered closely. Puts it up. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to De Silva. Now, Wagner. Here's De Silva. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Murray kicks to Barrett. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Trains the three-pointer.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Wagner up and in on the layup. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There at the pass to Olynyk. Lays it up and banks it in.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The back-to-back, what's important?
Well, BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win, don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Diaz. Back to Aldama. Here's Hernan Gomez. 4 on the clock. Here's Diaz. Sinks it from distance.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Antetokounmpo. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
What a competitor. Giannis right back at you.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, BA, there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The ball goes to the other team. Into the lineup for your home team.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Aldama outside. Jacks up a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
To the left side wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Aldama.
Taking 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Will it go? No luck on that one. Gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Here's Diaz. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Kalathis. 56 seconds left in the first. Antetokounmpo, left side. Count that bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points.
That's a pretty sweet touch there shown by Antetokounmpo. The D cannot relax when he's got the ball, especially in that spot.
And he lobs it up top. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Rubio. Banked it in off the glass.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And there's the screen. Here's Hernan Gomez. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They're up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Inside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the left wing. Here's Papanikolaou. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
We've got Santi Aldama. Ricky Rubio is out there with Usman Garuba. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Now here's Rubio. Still no points. Off the mark there with a 3. By Aldama to the wing, right side. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Shoots from the right block. Goes up again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately is the small ball era starting to wind down.
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6 foot, 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Rubio passes to Hernan Gomez.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Santi Aldama.
The first one falls. shot's good from the stripe.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Just about halfway through the season, let's take a look at how things stand in the West. Taking a look at the visitors here. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Soft touch off the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Hernangomez sets a screen. And here's Aldama. And there's the lob. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over. And looking at overall steal numbers, here are the teams that continue to wreak havoc.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you can forget it.
Aldama outside. Diaz passes to Aldama. Here's Diaz. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3. Diaz has got 6.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Diaz passes to Hernangomez. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Oh, swiped away. And that one good.
Number 5. Assist goes to.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Aldama. Three-pointer. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They lead by a bucket. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Tom.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest...
As a resident dunk contest expert, I can tell you, these are the names you want in the dunk contest, guys. Don't come at me with who... Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get in. Thanks, as always.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Counted. Good.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Shooting the rock at 58%. Aldama outside. To the middle. Here's Diaz. Good work there as it goes. Diaz has got 8.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Antetokounmpo outside. Aldama grabs the board.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Pass to Diaz. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Here's Kalathis. Here's Papanikolaou. Antetokounmpo outside. Over Hernan Gomez. Antetokounmpo. That's good. He's got 11.
Man, defensively so tough to make a decision. What do you want to stop? You come off the pick, Giannis can pass, he can finish. It can really cause you to hesitate.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A moment here to see who the top rookie rebounders have been over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Hernan Gomez, one of the game's elite rebounders, second in the league.
They've given him the minutes to see what he can do, and he's done a great job helping them control the glass.
Out to the right wing. Aldama outside. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Antetokounmpo outside. Can't hit from in close.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Pass to Aldama. 1:46 left to play in the third quarter. Diaz passes to Aldama. Here's Diaz. Shot on the wing, and he hits the jumper. Diaz has got 10.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
To the middle, to the right side. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
Only a few big guys in this league that can score at will. Giannis is one of them.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Rubio. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Misses from close range. Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. He buries it from 3. 7 points in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Kalathis. There's the 3. Nails it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Up by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And we take a listen in now to Tom Tip.
Keep the ball moving. Quick decision.
And And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Aldama outside. Back to Rubio. Lays it up and banks it in. Rubio's got his first bucket in this one.
This has always been a bit of an issue. Ricky Rubio, his finishing ability on the inside gets it done that time.
They've got Ricky Rubio, Santi Aldama out there with Usman Garuba, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Aldama, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Lets it fly. The shot by Rubio, no good. Shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. Antetokounmpo with it, working on Aldama to the paint to tie it up. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
First team foul.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Shooting a fantastic 57%. Aldama outside. Inside, Diaz. Up and in on the layup. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Buries it from 3.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
There's a minute 40 left in the 4th. Count the basket.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Excellent D there from Aldama. Gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. There's a minute 17 left in the 4th. 4-3. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And it's in there.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
54 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Here's Diaz. Not this time.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Hey, puts up a 3. Yes! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, gigantic shot here by Giannis. He's showing he's ready to deliver another big moment.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
Right wing. Here's Kalathis. And he drills the triple. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Antetokounmpo surveys to take the lead. Tough bucket, the Greek freak.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Here's Diaz. From 13, he's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
From 8 feet away. Crafty move. And he lays it up and in.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. It falls!
Giannis looking more and more comfortable each year operating from the mid-range.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Offline from the high post.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Pulls it in from the elbow, and he sinks it.
Giannis finding the mid-range J, and he can score over the top.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
So it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Aldama. Off target from outside. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And that's an intentional foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. Pass to Diaz. The 3 is up. And knocks down the 3.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Here's Aldama. 3-pointer off the mark. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just...
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.
Claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Josh Giddey. Joe Ingles is out there with Dante Exum. Then it's Mills, and it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Onside, Barrett. Pass to Wiles. Back to Barrett. Wiles a screen on Ingles. Barrett for three. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
And here is Giddey. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Wiles passes to Gilgeous-Alexander, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Dort, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Now here's Giddey, driving the lane. No good there. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Barrett with the ball. Now defended by Exum. That one falls. Barrett's got 5 now.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
For 3, and Giddey gets it to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Barrett. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice defense from Giddey.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
There's the screen. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't go.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Murray against Ingles. Murray the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Pass to Mills. And here is Giddey. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Giddey. Count that bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Exum. Now Giddey. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just couldn't be denied there. Giddey was willing to fight to get that one to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Clark outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Brooks kicks to Murray. 4 on the clock. Pass to Dort. Off target with his 3. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference.
Checking in for the away team, Aaron Baines, Dyson Daniels.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Murray with it. 11 points last game. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's off from 3-point range. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 1. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Lou Dort out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Brooks. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
We've got Aaron Baines. Simmons is out there with Daniels. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Green in at the small forward.
Operating the pick and roll like a surgeon. Simmons, what a find there.
There's a good screen. Brooks from outside. The shot, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Simmons against Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Here's Daniels. Nothing on the board. He gets it in there.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Steps back. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Simmons dishes to Green. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Over Brooks. And it's Green missing. Pass to Brooks. Outside, Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And that's off the glass and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Back to Simmons. There's the pick to the inside. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. It's tipped. And here we go. Here's Green. Chalk up 2 there. Green's got his first basket of the night.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
Brooks kicks to Barrett. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Barrett's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
And the basket by Ingles.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Brooks the pass to Lyles. In the corner, Murray with it. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Barrett. Ingles with the rebound. Gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Giddey. He's got 6. Lets it go with a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Giddey's got 9.
3 points.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Leading by just 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they...
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. A question here from Miss 3 Purdy. Would you guys like to see the addition of a 5-point line?
No. I get why people ask, but...
Thank you for being with us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got R.J. Barrett. Jamal Murray is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Lyles into the power forward position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Open jump shot off the mark.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Mills with it. He's against Olynyk. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on Olynyk.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Getting an outstanding 53% for the game. Pass to Wiles. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hands it from downtown. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Ingles. Now Giddey. He's got 9. Takes a 3. And no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Barrett kicks to Olynyk. Sinks the triple. Olynyk's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Exum. Here's Ingles from past the arc. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Down low. Here's Olynyk. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line. Dort, he's checked in for Trey Lyons. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Back to Simmons. Pass to Mills. 1:44 left in the third quarter. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great lead there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Number 35, John.
There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. On the clock. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Barrett.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in Mormont.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation. And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Taking a look here at the visitors. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. The 3 from Mills. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Mills has got his 3rd basket of the night.
The vision for Simmons, picking out the right pass at the right time.
Brooks outside. In the corner, Barrett with it. Shoots from 14. Simmons pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Green dishes to Mills. Takes it off the glass. Mills has got 10 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Murray outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Mills kicks to Green. Back to Mills. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. Mills has got 11 in the second half. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. They're up by 1. And we'll... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Really well, 54% from the floor. Josh Green is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Daniels. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. And that one's good by Clark.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Simmons passes to Daniels. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Murray. And the shot is good.
And this speaks to Murray's determination. Even with intense defense on him inside, he gets it done.
Pass to Exum. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Landale. Olynyk is covering. Just 5 to shoot. Landale misses. Shooting an incredible 64% for the field in this game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Olynyk atop the key. Traps in the tray.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Lyles. Pass to Barrett. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Giddey, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, stone cold stuff there from Josh Giddey. Big time shot in the moment.
Lyles with it on the wing. Murray. Onside, Barrett. A 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
To the left side wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Onside, Barrett. Lyles sets a screen for Barrett. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
1:16 left in the fourth. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Ingles. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
56 seconds left in the game. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Mills. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly.
If they just play smart, this game's over.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that one drops for him.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure
stretch of the regular season, Grant. Have modern training methods help players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down too.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Antetokounmpo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Wagner. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. From the high post. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's Papanikolaou. Oh, he picked him clean. Pass to Wagner. Takes the 3. Drains the triple.
Yeah, and look at the stroke on Wagner's 3. Total confidence.
There's the drive, and he gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And here's Schroeder outside. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Wagner for 3. Pure from three-point range. Wagner's got 6.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Wagner outside. The 3 ball. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Calathes. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And here we have a rundown of the teams with the best rebounding numbers this season.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Washington outside. Pass to De Silva. To the wing on the left. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Sinks that one from the post. Here's Washington. Pass to Hartenstein. Shot from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
The defense lets him off the hook and gives up 2 points because of it.
He takes it in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up one. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
They've got Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Washington in at the one spot. De Silva with the bucket.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. Hartenstein pulls it in.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Pass to De Silva. Stan, you were a long-time coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jacket.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. On Sunday, and then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Hartenstein. Wagner outside. Now Washington. And it's Dorsey with the rebound.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Kalaitzakis. 3 on the clock. Here's Dorsey. Nails it from beyond the arc. Dorsey's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. 1:51 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Washington. To the inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Papanikolaou. Antetokounmpo for 3. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now. Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Schroeder. Down low. It's intercepted. In transition. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Inside. Off with the layup. Shooting at a very efficient 67%. Here's Kalaitzakis. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Antetokounmpo takes the contact and scores.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Now Schroeder. No homemade baskets yet. Here's the three. He drops it from range. Got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. No good with a layup.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Shot's good by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his first points of the game.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Antetokounmpo. And it's good. 2 points. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They lead by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here alongside Tibbs, and Coach, you hang your hat on defense.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've come up a little short of expectations. The talent is unquestioned, but their focus has been wavering. The consistency just hasn't been there. That said, I sure wouldn't want to meet them in the playoffs, though.
Checking back in on that first half now, Franz Wagner was cooking.
They let him get comfortable at...
And that'll do it for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo, what a contribution.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Wagner from behind the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Wagner's got 12.
Look, that's the readiness of Wagner. He's prepared to shoot the moment he catches the ball.
Here's Kalathis. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Wagner for 3. Doesn't go that time. A tight one here in Detroit, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Wagner. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Had the space there, but it's offline. Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Left side Schroeder. Can't cash it in from close range. Banked it in off the glass.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Shooting has been great this game, 58%. Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. The 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Wagner's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, look, it's been a big night for Wagner. He's 6'10", skilled, smart, a really difficult matchup.
Antetokounmpo with it. Clock at 4 with a step back. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 16 points now.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Wagner. Here's De Silva from the arc. Can't get it to drop.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
So both teams making some changes here. Gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the gameplay. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games.
Both teams shooting with great confidence as of late. These guys don't waste opportunities.
Pass to Bonga. There's 49 seconds left in the third. To the paint. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, Wagner showing some toughness there to get through the contact and hit the shot.
First team foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Moritz Wagner. 1 shot.
Free throw good. Wagner. Gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Kalathis. And that one drops. Kalathis has got 5 points in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Hartenstein a screen. Five to shoot. The shot. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Off target at the rim. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. They lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau.
Offensively, we got to do it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Washington. Mo Wagner is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Bonga in at the 2-guard spot. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity.
Ooh, it's stolen away. To take the lead. Blocked. Washington outside. Six on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team, and they were blunt with their team, telling them if they want to win, the comeback has to start right now. They can't waste any possessions. Plus, they told the players, we need some stops. A very direct way to communicate, Brian.
And Allie, thanks.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Now here's Schroeder, tightly guarded. Out left to the wing. Here's De Silva. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And using that mid-range area of the floor, Giannis is so confident shooting from there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Schroeder. Yeah, that one's good.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
Gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Papanikolaou. Antetokounmpo outside. It's not going to go for him. Shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Shooting for the away team.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. It's rebounded by Wagner. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5.
Number 9 at the line for 2.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Making the most of his trip to the line and helping them extend their lead.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
And here's Schroeder outside. The shot, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Antetokounmpo outside. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And here's Wagner. Lets the 3 fly. Puts up a 3. Laces one from 3.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
Antetokounmpo for 3. What a make! Got it for 3.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific mood right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in.
I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And so the road team gets the W in this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. And you take a look at this home team. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Lyles out there with Barrett. Then there's Murray, and it's Olynyk in at center. And Clark in this early phase of the season. Our new teammates still getting used to each other.
Yeah, I would think that's the case in most situations, Kevin, and that's the flip side of having a long regular season. Physically, it's challenging, no doubt about it. But over the long haul, you do have an opportunity to come together and gel as a group. And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Murray outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it inside. Out to Barrett. 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Outside, Barrett. Can't get it to fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Dort, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Murray, the pass to Olynyk. Murray kicks to Dort. Back to Murray. Buries it from three-point range.
Look at how instant Murray's shooting can be. Gets the pass, plants the feet, and drills it.
2 minutes remaining.
Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Dort. Pass to Olynyk. Murray surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Wiles kicks to Dort. Murray for three. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
With the shot. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Miles with the screen. And it's Jamal Murray with the 3. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
If you're the defense, you've got to do better on Murray. I mean, even from way downtown, he's pretty accurate.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. Puts up a 3. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Miles kicks to Murray. Miles with the screen. Barrett wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And this is who Barrett is, a competitor, someone who looks to get revenge whenever he can.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Jokic inside. Count it.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Jovic is out there with Teodosic. And it's Jovic in at the power forward. Pass to Jovic. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Jokic passes to Jovic. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots a fader. He can't get that one to fall.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Pass to Jovic. To the middle. The big man Jokic inside.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
So both teams making some changes here. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout because both of them can put up a ton of points.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Onside, Barrett. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Barrett's got his third basket of the night right there. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
So he comes up empty at the line.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
And stolen by Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Murray. It's good from the top of the key. Murray's got 8 points.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
To the paint, here's Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
You know, you never know what Jokic is going to do because he's so unpredictable when he's working in the screen and roll.
Olynyk sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Dort, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. On defense, the home team. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Jovic. Nailed from three-point land. Jovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Murray finds Dort. Miles with a wide-open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Shot from the wing, and the jumper is good. 12 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Murray for 3. Good on the triple. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They're up by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in? Guys, let's go back now and discuss that first half and the stellar play of Jamal Murray.
Another dude from Cal.
And that's a halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Lyons. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Murray in at the 2. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And Olynyk kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. For 3, Barrett. That one's not going to go. Wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Outside, Bogdanovich. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Pass to Jokic. Cruising basketball from Jokic.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Let's look at the stats for Bogdanovich. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Inside. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intention.
Dort, he's checked in for one. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Second, Bogdan Bogdanovich.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third. From downtown, Dort grabs the miss. On 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Jokic. Here's the three. Missed for the first time this game. He's 5 for 6. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clarkie has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the three. He's got all of those.
50 seconds left in the third. Pass to Olynyk. Onside, Barrett launches it. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Good on the bucket.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Olynyk. Onside, Barrett tries it from the top of the key. The shot's good. He's got 12.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Jokic inside. Takes a three. Milutinov. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He was just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Leading by 4. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Come on, you're right there. You're right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. To Jovic. And a miss there on the triple. Doing fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Jokic with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And Jokic drops them both.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick, Jokic, continuing to add to his legacy.
To Barrett. Here's the three. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers.
And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Jokic. Jokic with the toughness on the glass.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Lyles. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. To the inside. Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he gets the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, good on the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the middle.
Too big, too skilled. Jokic just methodically breaks you down. He's a very unique player.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Jokic drops them both.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Puts it up from 12. Good as the jump shot falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Here's Jokic. Good. Concentration coming right there from Jokic.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. A shot off that time. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. Gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Score of the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this team has complete faith in Bogdanovich's ability to hit big shots. This guy just doesn't seem to feel the pressure.
Murray dishes to Barrett. Olynyk sets a screen for Barrett. Good!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
$16 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Pass to Jokic. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws.
and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so
halfway through the year now, Doris. Some teams that started off well have run into trouble.
Brian, doesn't it almost feel like an inevitability that over the course of such a long season, adversity is bound to set in? And sometimes it takes many forms. Sometimes it's as simple as an injury. Sometimes you've had a tough stretch of games, maybe 4 or 5, on the road against tough competition, and then you get your confidence shaken a little bit. This is the beauty of the league. Winning is hard.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Patrick Mills out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Landale in at center.
Joe Ingles is a tremendously smart basketball player. This guy understands how to set up a defender, get himself into a catch-and-shoot situation where he thrives.
Antetokounmpo for 3. Sinks the tray.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Giddey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Antetokounmpo against Ingles. That one falls.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Back to Giddey. That one is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Good on the shot.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Giddey.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
A contested bucket, but Josh Giddey willing that one in the cup.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer. The rebound by Ingles. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. From deep, Giddey. Drives to the hoop. And the layup falls. Giddey's got 5 points.
This young guy is so gritty. Josh Giddey powers through on the drive. A little contact, I'll take it.
.59 seconds left in the first. And the 2K leaderboard looking at the best when it comes to field goal percentage. Giannis Antetokounmpo on top. 4th, Josh Giddey.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo against Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Ben Simmons is so skilled in using his athleticism and strength to draw the contact. How about the end one opportunity?
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Dorsey. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Inside. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Dorsey. Shot clock at 5. The floater, good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Simmons looking around. To the middle. And the basket by Baines. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. They lead by 1, and we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
We've got Aaron Baines, Josh Green out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Daniels in at the 2. Here's Kaladzikis. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Now here's Simmons. Baines with a screen. Simmons, the pass to Baines. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And the bucket is good. He's got 5.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Simmons. Baines with a screen. To the inside. And there it is for him.
So smart, so aware. Baines does a good job finding the soft spots in the defense.
Here's Kalathis. No points so far. Down low. Oh, Simmons with the block. Pass to Daniels. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. And here's Green from the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Green. Here's Murphy.
2 minutes.
Outside Simmons. For 3. Counted from distance. Simmons has got his second bucket on the night.
Well, the big-time 3 from Ben Simmons trying to expand that game.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Antetokounmpo. Murphy grabs a miss. Gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Giddey. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Giddey's got 7 points in the game.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Green covering. To the paint. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Outside Simmons. Pass to Landale. Giddey with it. Can't get it to go. He's made 3. He's missed 3 so far. To the inside. A big-time flush by Giannis.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Giddey. Launches a 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good on the bucket.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Giddey. Here he goes. And the shot goes in. He's got 12.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile.
And next up we have... Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Now here's Exum. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Landale with a screen. Here's Mills. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Yeah, Patty Mills has run this set countless times. So composed, so intelligent at exploiting the defense.
We've got Patrick Mills. Joe Ingles is out there with Dante Exum. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Landale in at the center, locking down the middle. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Papanikolaou. He's guarded by Exum. Antetokounmpo outside. No good with the triple. Outside Giddey. Outside Ingles. Pass to Landale. Outside Giddey. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Yeah, sometimes even Giannis needs help. The play gets him all the room he needs to strike.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Now Exum. He's scoreless. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Dives for it. It's stolen.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Ingles. Outside, Giddey. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Ingles. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Antetokounmpo has got 11.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Outside Mills. Lets it go from 11. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Mills has gotten 4 this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Kalathis. Giddey defends. Antetokounmpo against Ingles. It's blocked, and they get it back. Goes back up. And another shot. Gets the bucket and the foul. Patrick Mills picks one up.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Daniels passes to Thibault. Inside, here's Simmons. He's good with a little jumper in close. Give him 8.
Guard skills, but a big-time forward or center-type body. Ben Simmons making it happen inside.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Number 7. 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Daniels. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Up by 4. All right, we're going. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Driving inside, lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Josh Green out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Over Simmons. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Simmons with it. Antetokounmpo covering. And Simmons gets it to go.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
So both teams changing it up here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
And Allie, thank you for that.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Pass to Giddey. 3-pointer. That one won't go. Shooting 7 for 11 now. Going 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And it's Giddey missing. Gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fades away. That one's wide left.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Giddey. Not a lot of room. Nice shot there. Making him 8 for 13.
Wow, Josh Giddey might be young, folks, but a fearless, big-time bucket right there.
The 11-footer. Jump shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride been stepping up and hitting those big shots.
To take the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Left side, Giddey. Outside, Mills. There's the triple. Money from deep.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Mr. Bunny, those are the shots you've got to convert.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Oh, my goodness, Josh Giddey in a big-time moment decides to knock it down.
That free throw good from Giddey.
With the big-time and one. This is now a 2-possession game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Landale. And so they foul intentionally.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the away team.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5.
At the line for
So he gets them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Two-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5.
2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Here's Kalathis. Launches it. It doesn't go for him. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buck.
of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Back to Schroeder. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Here's Smith. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
It's exactly the shot they're looking for.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Wagner. Over Hazonia. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
We're about 1 minute into the first. And here is Zubac. Now here's Šorić. 6 to shoot. Zubac in the post. He doesn't hit that one. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school center.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Back to Schroeder. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Schroeder just letting this long shot fly when he finds the angle he wants.
Zubac kicks to Šorić. Here's Smith. And the shot goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Smith against Wagner. Can't hit from in close.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Šorić with the bounce pass. Pass to Smith. Fires the three. And he's good on the three ball. Smith's got 7 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's De Silva. The tray. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third basket of the night. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Šorić outside. Down low. Shoots. It's good from in time.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Wagner, right side, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, over 80% from the line for his career. You do not want to foul Franz in the act.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
That's good from Wagner.
And for his position, Franz Wagner gives you everything you could ask for. Passing, rebounding, scoring, and he competes defensively as well.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
16 seconds left to play in the first. From 12 feet out, and it's in off the backboard. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
It doesn't go for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Leading. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Wagner, a screen on Bogdanovic. Seaman lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Screen by Smith. Lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot. And butter.
Here's Hartenstein. Rebound by Smith. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Shoots it up. Nails the baby hook. Seaman, he's covered by Bogdanovic. Wagner, a screen on Bogdanovic. It's rebounded by Perkichin. Outside Bogdanovic. Screen by Smith. For three. And Bojan Bogdanovic is good for three. Bogdanovic has got his first 3 points of the game. Granted, it's hard to find someone better, isn't it, than Bojan Bogdanovic if you're looking to space the floor.
No doubt about it, one of the better spot-up shooters over the last decade that this league has seen. And Bogdanovic has deep, deep range, so that spacing is going to allow other guys to do their work. This is the kind of guy you want in a half-court setting to make a lot of things happen.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Wagner. A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Azania.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dennis Schroeder. Last year, getting it done. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Smith checked in for Bogdanovich. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Wagner outside. Back to Schroeder. Got it. Good job in the low post. And that's 10 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Pass to Azania. To the paint. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now, here's Wagner. He's tightly guarded. Gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Saric outside. Smith on the wing. Fades back. That one doesn't drop.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now, Wagner. 9-point game his last outing. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. Wagner's got 7 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those.
Taking a closer look at. And that is it for halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
He got his own, yeah. Ivica Zubac is out there with Saric. And it's Smith. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's Schroeder. Pass to De Silva. Inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Here's Smith. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Thing has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Pass to De Silva. Now Schroeder. A floater. And the layup is up and in. 12 points for him.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And here we can check out the story on Dario Saric. Last season's performance for him. Put up 8 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Anticipation when it comes to rebounding, that can separate elite ones from average ones.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Wagner. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wagner's got 9.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now here is Smith. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Zubac finds Sharch. They get it back. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's the screen. Pass to Washington. Lays it up off the glass. Washington's got his first points of the night.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Smith with a wide open look. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And that's 17 points for Smith. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Pass to De Silva. Beyond the arc. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's going to be on Sharch.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. The 3. He can't get it to go. Gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Perkichin. Over Washington. Nice shot by Perkichin.
As his career has gone on, Bogdanovich has evolved as a playmaker. Not just unselfish. He can be effective.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. And he drops it in from the low post. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And we've reached the end of the third. Up 6. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Hartenstein is out there with Wagner. Then there's Washington. And it's De Silva in at the 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And it falls over the rim and in.
Great range at that forward position. Bogdanovich has every shot in his arsenal.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Tiemann. Up again. He has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Wasted no time on that one.
If we came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Watching Schroeder put the team on his back has been entertaining, and he's scoring at a steady clip.
Pass to Zubac. Smith with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Wagner missing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Smith right side. From down in the low post. It goes. 21 points for Smith.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Here's Wagner. Schroeder outside. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Azania. Now Šarić. And here's Smith. Šarić in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Azania, the pass to Smith. Zubac, no good. Really well. 54% from the floor. Wagner against Smith. Doubled by Smith. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
A glance around the floor pays off, and Wagner spots the open man.
11 feet away. Headshot off.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Nobody near Schroeder. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Man, time winding down. It's always fun to see a player like Schroeder take it upon himself to come up with a clutch basket. Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Now, here's Wagner. Hazonia defending. And here's Wagner. Here's Schroeder. His three-pointers off the mark. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Nine seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
Third team foul.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Number 2.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And so they get the victory here at home.